Hey guys, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. So yeah, into this episode we continue our build that we are making. It's basically gonna be like an iron farm, and we had to get some materials, like we had to make a couple beds, so I struggled to find some sheep, but we finally found them. And yeah, in today's video we're gonna talk about a bit about what does God want from me. And I know from the very beginning this is gonna sound like religious, but if you guys have, and I'm not saying religion, I honestly would say that I love every religion. That's what I can say. I respect every religion. I am, I'm not sure how to call it, but yeah, like in order to say or to prove in a way that I like every religion, I read about every religion sometimes, and instead of focusing on what they say, in my mind or whatever I'm thinking, I may agree or not or whatever, I'm not sure, but I just feel like when I connect to the feeling that I get without trying to make sense of what I'm reading, it just changes everything. And yeah, we're also gonna watch a video by Eckhart Tolle, because one video of Eckhart Tolle a day keeps the doctor away, keeps your mind in place. And yeah, and we're also gonna talk a bit about, or kind of reflect on other things as the video goes on, but one of the things is karma, and what does karma actually mean, because I feel in today's world karma is seen differently or is confused with some other things. So, and I'm not sure if it's completely confused by everyone, but you know what I'm saying.
You don't have to be always a heavy person carrying the baggage of past and a mind full of stuff. There is another way of being in this world, and that's to be the presence. And this is our meditation. And even as I speak, you can be the presence, because there's nothing to think about. What I'm saying is so simple that you cannot figure it out by thinking about it, because there's nothing to figure out. You can't work, what is he saying? Well, he's saying exactly what he's saying. You can't say, oh, I'm trying to understand what he's saying. There's nothing to understand. Stepping out of thinking does not involve further understanding through thinking. That may be a little insulting, particularly to those of you who are highly educated and identify excessively with the content of your mind. That thinking is not the highest faculty in a human being. And that is a revolutionary statement that not many people in the mainstream culture would agree with. because all they know themselves is as thinking entities. But once you discover that thinking is not the highest, because you've touched something, a dimension in yourself that's beyond thinking, that is an evolutionary leap. Even if you fall back into thinking, for a moment you've leapt like the first fish trying to leap out of the sea, because they say life first developed in the sea, and trying to crawl on land.
So he's talking about kind of the importance or knowing that we don't need to think all the time, and that connection with God, with the higher power, occurs when we're not thinking, when we're not conceptualizing, when we're not labeling what we think or what we're reading. And this goes back to, imagine reading the Bible. Yeah, there are some things that I do not agree, or yeah, but in my opinion, when you instead focus on how it makes you feel, that's when you connect with God. And that's how I'm connecting with Him right now while talking to you guys. And yeah, and then I want to expand a bit on some interesting things. Like for instance, if we have the belief that we are reincarnated, or the process of incarnation, a soul, which is us, looks at what lessons it will help it remember its true nature. This is why sometimes we get a hard life, because those are the things, that is karma. You know, karma is often explained in a different way, but it's actually your soul's curriculum. It's what you are meant to experience in order to awaken, in order to know that you are not your mind, in order to know that you're not your money, you're not your friends, you're not what you think you are. And the reason why the soul is, look, it doesn't actually want anything. It's not like the soul actually wants hard things or a hard life, because it's looking to evolve, like, you know, like wanting, like, I want to become better. It's just looking to evolve. It's already there, but it's looking to just grow in the sense of being more connected with your body. That's the way I could explain it. Maybe in the next life you're gonna have a much greater awareness, a much greater consciousness that you could, there is not even words. It's just, we're all Buddha nature, you know. Deep inside of us, we're all Buddha nature. And what I'm doing right now, just connect with you guys. It's bringing it. I'm not saying this. Yeah, we could say that it's like I'm reflecting into that nature, just being close to you guys right now. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, so we are as I said, we're making the iron farm, and I'm bringing a villager over to my other place. I needed to take the portal into my other place. We have to on another portal, and yeah, I just had to bring a villager because we're gonna try to make an iron farm with the iron golems and so on. And like I say, I'm so happy with my forever world and how it's evolving, because I have to admit that I have played Minecraft a lot, but I don't know, I've often just got like deleted my worlds for some reason, or had many worlds and didn't focus on one. So the concept of a forever world, it's really motivating now, because I come back and I remember building this like a month, like few months ago. So yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, and like I say again, like the hard things, the difficulties in life have a hidden message to them. Like for example, being heartbroken opens the heart and makes space for compassion. Confusion forces inner stillness and faith. So it's like God is in a way guiding us, and we may think that these difficulties is just too hard to handle, but it's like we've chosen this, we, like, I remember reading a saying that something about uh, you have these challenges to you because you can take them. And I think that that is true. It just feels like a weird feeling, like, I don't know how to explain it, guys, and I'm gonna say this a lot, but it's just things that I think maybe I'll share my blog some other video, and I think it's easier to write sometimes, or even sometimes visual images explain a good feeling mm, better than words. If I show you a picture of a some drawing or something, some illustration, it just gives you like a really good feeling. And sometimes just by me explaining, oh, I feel good, I feel complete, and so on, it doesn't transmit as easily to you guys. And yeah, sometimes karma is just like, oh yeah, I did something bad, and in some other life I would have something bad happen to me, but I would explain it that there's like a karmic balance, and is that certain souls choose difficult lifetimes to balance or integrate energies from past experiences, not as punishments, but as harmonization. It's like finishing incomplete lessons from previous incarnations so the soul can move forward lighter. So yeah, so it can happen that somebody did something bad, and it's not like the maybe in this lifetime, that those are things, I have to keep on reading. But imagine another lifetime, it's like their soul looks for difficulties, is seeking difficulties because it wants to evolve. It's its nature, and it may not have evolved as much in this lifetime, so it would look for harder things in the next and the next to evolve. And I don't know. Yeah, that's a feeling. It's not talking to my mind. It's just like a feeling. I'm not sure completely.